Hi, I'm Erica.
And I'm Lynn, and today we are going to talk about a quilt called Over and Above.
Yes, and it's hanging behind us. I love it. It would be a great way to use up scraps, I think, Lynn.
Yes.
Or you said a fat quarter bundle.
Fat quarter bundle. You could even use charm squares for some of the cuts.
Great.
So I think it's just a great way to go back into your stash and pick out some fabrics that you love
Right.
and put them all together in this wonderful, really new block pattern that we don't think this is a traditional block.
Right.
So very unique and really a lot of fun and a great way to use your Go Qube and your Go Qube Companion Sets.
That's right, because we're going to need both for this. And this actually is making, because like you mentioned, it's kind of a non-traditional. This block that it makes is actually going to go ahead and finish at 10 inches when it's in your project. We don't have a lot of 10-inch projects, so this is kind of fun too.
Right, and so we do, and also we have other shapes that finish at 10 inches, so
Right.
you could mix and match it with that as well if you wanted to add different blocks to
Really
it.
change it up. For today, we're going to go ahead and work on one of the signature block squares from the corner and go ahead and cut and put one of those together for you.
All right, so let's get started. We've got our two dies here from the Go Qube set and then also the companion set and for the signature block. And I am going to cut 2 layers. I've got my fabric on the lengthwise grain here.
Okay.
And my signature block is not directional, so
Right.
I'm good to go there to fan fold is fine.
Perfect.
And then we've got our half squares, and I've just got a couple of layers here that will run that through.
Great.
So I'll put my mat on top.
You know, I think of all of the shapes that came out with the companion cube, Lynn, I was the most excited about having the signature block to play with. So
Isn't that a great shape?
it really is. It really is. So
Okay, there's your half squares.
one of those traditional shapes you can do so much with. So it's been a lot of fun.
And this would be another, if you've got a Go Big cutter and you've got to cut all these smaller dies, you can cut 2 of them
That's
at a time.
right.
So that's really great as well. All right, there we go.
Now, I do like to make sure that I keep myself straight when I'm doing these, and every once in a while I'll get carried away, so I like to lay one out so that I can see what I'm doing. So maybe you have a design wall or even a little design board so that you're making sure that you're lining up right. So I'm going to go ahead and sew these together, and this would be a great chain piecing project, Lynn.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, there's quite a few of these in the quilt top, so yeah, you could get those all sewn at the same time.
So I can see I need to go ahead, lay this out. And when I do, you can see that because of the design and the dog ear corners, it's going to fit just perfectly up there and show you exactly where you're going. And I think I would probably go ahead, do all of one side, and then go back, do all of the other side, press them out, and then be ready for my next step, Lynn.
Okay, I really like this pattern because it just has a wide range of appeal. I mean, it's not traditional, so if you do tend to do a lot of traditional quilt tops, here's a way to branch out.
Absolutely. And I like the use of the cube along with the companion, and I like extending it a little bit with those extra pieces that we've got. And I'm always looking for a good scrappy project because let's face it, we may not want to admit it, but we've all got scraps, right?
Absolutely. So, and it also has a great way that, you know, if you love modern quilts, you know, this one definitely will appeal to you as well. So I just think it's a great addition to our pattern family.
I think so too. I'm going to give this a quick press and go ahead, and we can see that would just line up then. We've got that last corner ready to go in with our block, and I think it would go together pretty quickly for you.
Absolutely. Yep. And look how perfect those points are. If you can see that.
Yeah,
those
I
points
should probably
are
hold
on
that
the,
up again because
on the edges.
we're just perfect on that.
Yeah, no
and
pins.
Again, no pins with those dog ear corners that shows you exactly where to line it up. Really simple to get a great look.
Right. All right. So then that's the last piece of our block that we've got laid out here, and then you just put your block together by sewing sewing your rows and then your rows together, and the rest of it is pretty much kind of more of the same.
Absolutely.
So you can download this pattern on AccuQuilt.com.
And we hope we see your inspiration in your version of this pattern and other things on our ideas page. You can find more inspiration from us, of course, at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest.
At AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
so you can quilt more.